Hello, math students. Welcome back to Module 1, Ratios and Unit Rates. And the name of this lesson is Getting the Job Done. Getting the Job Done. And we're going to be doing this by analyzing or looking at speed, work, and measurement units. Okay, so I'm going to underline your title so you don't forget that this is the title. Okay, Getting the Job Done. Speed, work, and measurement units. Our goal for today. Today we are going to use rates to convert in different measurement units. Okay? We're going to use the rates to convert in different measurement units. So the question I want you to be thinking about when we do this lesson is, what must you include in all of your problems when converting units of measure? And you probably don't know the answer yet, but you will shortly. So things to know. The first thing that you need to know in this lesson is, what does conversion mean? Conversion means that you're taking one unit and turning it into another. So for example, if I give you hours, if you're converting, then what I would like you to do is I would like you to take those hours and I would like you to turn them into or convert them into seconds. Oh, so my orange pens are not working. Okay, let me choose a different color. Sorry. Okay, so again, a conversion would be to take the hours and convert them into seconds. Okay, another one would be, well, if I start off with feet, then I would like you to convert those into inches. Okay, so these are just two examples of what I mean when I say that we're doing conversions. We're taking one unit of measure and we're turning it into a different type of measure, but they're related. Seconds are related to hours because seconds make minutes, minutes make hours, and so they can all be related. Inches are related because inches turn into feet, and then feet turn into yards, and then yards turn into miles, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we're basically just taking units of measure that can be turned into another one through a conversion. All right, so conversion practice. Let's take a look at this. The best success that you will have is if you always write down your rate quantities. So for example, in this very first one, let me cover this up just for a minute, not because I care that you see it, but I want you to determine what would be the rate quantities. So in this one, it says how many feet are in 48 inches. So technically and truly, you're comparing inches to feet, right? Because it's asking you how many feet are in 48 inches. Well, what you're given is inches, so we put inches on the top because that's what you're given. Feet is what you're looking for. So the way that we can set these up so that it makes sense is they gave us the inches, right? So it says 48 inches is equal to 1 foot, or how many feet we're trying to find out. So this is kind of a box right here. And it could either be foot or it can be feet, depending on what we're doing. But we know that foot and feet are related. So 48 inches equals how many foot or how many feet. So what we have to do when we're doing conversions is we try to divide out the like units of measure. So we're trying to end in foot or feet. So we want to get rid of the inches, make the inches go away, because we're trying to take our 48 inches and turn them into feet. So we need to divide inches by inches. So in order to do that, we think to ourselves, 48 inches is equal to how many feet? Well, what we have to do that is we know that there is 1 foot in 12 inches. So what we're trying to get to is we're trying to say, if we take inches divided by inches, then we will find out what we have to do. And so now we multiply straight across according to the picture, and 48 times 1 is 48. And then we're going to say, this is 1 foot here, 1 times 12 is 12, and the only unit of measure that's left now is foot, right? So then you're going to say 48 divided by 12 is 4, and since it's plural, we have to change it to feet. So we now know that 48 inches makes 4 feet. Okay, and how we got there is we divided it off the unit of measure we didn't want. So we didn't want inches, we wanted feet. And so we divided off the inches so that we were left with feet. Okay, let's try the next one. How many grams are in 6 kilograms? So again, write what you're comparing. We were given kilograms, so kilograms to grams. And now it says that there are 6 kilograms in blank grams. And so when we're saying blank grams, let's say 1 because that's what was given. And then we're trying to get how many grams, so we need to divide off the kilograms. Kilograms divided by kilograms is 1. So now we multiply straight across and we say 6 times 1,000 gives us 6,000. 1 times 1 gives us 1. And the units of measure that we have left are grams. So 6,000 divided by 1 is 6,000 grams. So now we know that there are 6,000 grams in 6 kilograms. Do you guys see what we're doing? I hope so. Okay, so now let's do the next one. How many cups are in 5 quarts? So again, we are given the quarts and we're trying to find the cups. So again, we're going to have this 5 quarts. It is to 1 cup. So we're trying to figure out how many cups are in there. So cups has to come up here, right? And then quarts has to come down here because you have to divide by what you're trying to get rid of. So we're trying to get rid of quarts and end up with cups. And so we know that there are how many cups in 1 quart? And we know that 1 quart has 2 pints, and we know that 2 pints has 2 cups. So let's draw a little cup thing. So we have 1 cup and 1 cup. 1 cup, 1 cup is equal to 1 pint, right? And it takes 2 pints. So we have 1 cup is equal to 1 pint. And then it takes 2 pints to equal 1 quart, right? So we know that there are 4 cups in 1 quart, and now we're going to multiply straight across because we've canceled our quarts. We've taken quarts divided by quarts, which gives you 1, and 1 times 5 is 5. 5 times 4 is 20. Okay, and then we have 1 times 1 is 1, and now we know that there are 20 cups in 5 quarts. Okay, and that's how we were able to figure out that one. All right. All right, so now it says how many quarts make up 10 cups. So we're given 10 cups and we're looking for quarts. So cups have to go on the bottom because we have to divide them off, so they're gone. And again, we learned from up here that 4 cups equals 1 quart, right? So now we're going to take cups divided by cups and get 1. 1 times 10 is 10. 10 times 1 is 10. And 1 quart times 4 is 4. So now it's saying that how many quarts can make up 10 cups? Well, we know that 4 cups makes 1 quart, right? So then another 4 cups would make 2 quarts. And so we basically have to just divide. And if you looked at our picture over here, it would work because 10 divided by 4, if you can't figure that in your head, let's do it. 10 divided by 4, 4 goes into 10 2 times. That's 8 with 2 leftovers, which is 2/4. So our answer is 2 1/2 quarts. And if you drew a picture of it, this is 4 cups. That gives us 1 quart. And then 4 more cups would give us 2 quarts. And then 2 more cups would give us a half. So your answer was correct. You got 2 1/2 quarts. Excellent job. I hope that this is making sense. I hope that you guys are able to see how the conversions are working. Remember that when you're converting from one unit of the measure to the other, you have to divide off the unwanted. So we divided off the inches so that we could focus on foot or feet. We divided off the kilograms to focus on grams. We divided off the quarts to focus on cups. We divided off the cups to focus on quarts. Okay? So that's how you decide where things live when you're trying to convert. Okay, so if Mason can run 9.43 yards in 1 second, how many yards can he run in 1 minute? Okay, so we've got to figure out, we are wanting minutes, right, and yards, and we're trying to get rid of seconds because that's what we were given. So our setup is yards per minute because that's what it's asking us in the end. How many yards can he run in 1 minute? So we're trying to get to 1 minute. So that's why we said that our quantities would be yards per minute. Then we know right here that we have 9.43 yards in 1 second. So then we also know that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. And so we're trying to get rid of the seconds. So seconds divided by seconds is 1. 1 times 9.3 is 9.3. 9.43 times 60. Well, I can't do that in my head. 9.43 times 60 would be 0, 0, 0, placeholder, 18, 25, 54, 55, 56. So that would be that. Add them together, 0, 8, 5, 6, 5, and then 2 places right there. So I got, if we did our math right, I say that there are 565 and 80 hundredths yards, because yards are still left, yards per 1 times 1 is 1. 1 what? 1 minute. And the reason why we know it's minute is because minutes did not get canceled out. So in 1 minute, Mason can run 565 and 80 hundredths yards in 1 minute. Okay? So you guys just figured that out. Nice job. All right, so then the next question says, how many yards would he run in 1 hour? Oh, okay. Well, we know that we're trying to get to yards in 1 hour. So yards per hour is what we want as our quantity rate situation. We know that he could go 565.8 yards in 1 minute. We know that there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. So our job is to divide off the minutes because we're trying to get per hour, right? So we're going to divide off the minutes by minutes, and then we're going to finish it. Your job is to finish that last step right there and tell me what you come up with. So I'll be looking for that in your answers. All right, so conversions. They're really, really not difficult as long as you remember to set up your quantity rate first. Set it up with what they're wanting, okay? They were wanting yards per hour, yards per minute, cups for quarts, quarts for cups, kilograms per gram, inches to feet. So as long as you set up that first initial quantity rate, then you are going to be just fine in doing your conversions. So goal for today. Today we are going to use rates to convert in different measurement units. The question that I want you to see if you can answer now is, what must you include in all of your problems when converting units of measure? And the answer is labels. You have to label everything. And the reason why you have to label it is so that we know what we're trying to convert to. So you have to have the labels on there so that your conversion works. All right? That's all I have for you in this lesson. Thanks, kiddos. Bye.